Welcome back to phase 2 of Underground Traffic Blueprints, and this is called the PR Blueprint. PR Blueprint. Now with this blueprint here, there are many benefits. First of all, you're going to result in getting thousands and thousands of backlinks. You're going to get your site to a page rank of 3 at least, possibly in the beginning a 2, but it will get up to a 3 at least. You'll get tons and tons of laser targeted traffic, and you won't have to use this should say any Web 2.0. They won't cost you anything in the end. All costs will be washed out, so it won't be absorbed. It's 100% automatic. There is no extensive writing, and it takes you less than 60 minutes of work to get it started. That sounds like a deal. This source has been drastically overlooked amongst the internet marketing community. It was very popular at one point. People are doing it in different ways. Some are doing it wrong, but no one except for the underground marketers are doing it in a way that can be easily monetized. Rinse, wash, and repeat. That's the way that all these you'll find that in common with all these underground tactics, that they can be all scaled and they can be repeated, and it's they're very effective. So let's take a look. If you haven't already guessed, PR stands for press releases. Press releases. Now, the beauty of press releases is that you can submit the press release for free or spend some money like we're going to recommend and get very wide distribution. We've used press releases to create thousands of backlinks, build page ranks in Google, and make a lot of money. And these weren't with specialty type of online stores or anything like that. These were with just basic affiliate sites that were positioned with product with very minimal amounts of content, and they were still easily able to skyrocket to the top of the search engines. And this is a system that anyone can replicate, and it's very easy to exceed what the results we've seen and what the results of some of our partners have seen. Remember, we're not giving you anything that hasn't been tried, tested, and kicked to the maximum amount. And see, we've tested these methods extensively. And this is one of the tried and true ones, just like the article marketing, where you've heard the name thrown around a lot, but very few people are doing it in a scaled manner that we're going to recommend to you. So if you're going to get the same high-end results that we're getting and underground marketers are getting, then you're going to really need to experiment with the creme de la creme, web.com and prnewswire.com. These will get you the best results and the best distribution. Their price ranges are across the board, and generally speaking, the more you pay, the better your results will be. People with the underground, just imagine coming off of selling one of your arcade sites, or you're having a 10,000 a month with your arcade site, and you're looking, well, how to compound that money with new traffic sources. One of the best ways to do it is with a press release, because now you have the funds, even though it's not that expensive that you'll need a $10,000 a month budget. It costs more than than what most people would consider chump change. You're talking about $100, $200, but the results you will get, it will offset it, and you'll get that back very shortly, and making it free to get going. So ultimately, if you're done correctly, you will make money back in rapid amount of time from the press release. And as an icing on the cake, you'll have tons of backlinks and traffic for free as a side effect. Now, I'm sure you already know what a press release is, but for those of you who've heard the name and never really thought about what it actually is, a press release is simply just a great way of letting the world know who you are and what you're doing. So if you have a business or a startup, you can use a press release just to tell the world, hey, I'm open for business. And of course, you'll need to hope that your press release is properly targeted and that people who care about the content of your release are actually the ones that are paying attention. Because if your release isn't worth reading, or if it isn't interesting enough to hold someone's attention, then it's just, it'll slip beneath the carpet and it'll disappear, and nobody will ever even pay it any attention. And that's the approach that most marketers take. But you're not going to do that, because we're going to show you the underground traffic blueprint way of handling press releases to get thousands and thousands of links, an insane amount of traffic, and instant surge of cash flow, all for free. The funny thing is, there's a whole handful of terrible press releases that are submitted through the good PR networks like PR Web. They still do pretty darn good. A good example is that we saw in the past that some people would want to try out. We've tested some different trial headlines with different products, and it was a terrible headline, and we submitted it through the PR Web. You know what? We still got a heck of a lot of distribution and backlinks to the site. You know, the headline pretty much just killed the press release overall success. But you got to understand, just because you didn't get sales off of it, say it was a terrible press release, you still get the distribution. You got the backlinks, and you got the automated, via all the automated sites that go in and scrape press release for recent content. You know, there's a whole slew of sites that go out and just do nothing but scrape content from press releases, and they post that content. Well, when your site's picked up, it's in there, and you'll get more backlinks than you could have gone to and paid for that much money. Quality backlinks. We're not just talking about some spam crap off of Warrior Forum. These are quality links. So the point is, you can do okay with crappy press releases, but that's not where you want. That's not what you want to do, and that's not where you're going to be. You want to spend the time to make your release keyword rich. You want to make it attractive. You want to make it noteworthy. You'll stretch your money a lot farther, and you'll get way more bang for your buck. So how do you apply this? How are we going to apply this? Well, first of all, our past clients, we used to get lots and lots of questions like, well, how the heck can I use this for my little skincare review site or my teeth whitening review site? This is perfect. This is exactly what we tested this model on. It was a little skinny little site that had 2 pages, had a review opt-in box, and it still worked like gangbusters. We got over 4,000 backlinks. We got a page rank of 2. By the way, if you don't know how hard that is for a new site, it could take up to 2 years, a year and a half, especially the way Google is now, to get a page rank of 2. We got that in a matter of months, and not to count the sales that came with it, the affiliate sales. So this was with a completely new site, and now that site for us is up to a page rank of 4. We've had one that even reached a page rank of 5, which is insane, and we can launch pretty much a page rank 2 or page rank 3 site in just a few months using press releases. So just so that you know how to apply this and who this is for, this can be used, this blueprint can be used for those micro niche like AdSense sites. If you have an AdSense site that you really want to smash out the park from the beginning, you can use it for large AdSense sites. You can use it for review pages and blog sites. You can use this tactic for your own article directory, authority sites. It works absolutely fantastic for these because they've already been established. You can use this for brand new type of forums that you may have set up. If you have those Amazon affiliate sites, let me just tell you, here's a quick $1,000 tip that you'll find these sprinkled all throughout this course. Come the holidays, you find a toy that's on fire, like Tickle Me Elmo, and you have a Tickle Me Elmo, let's say buyticklemeelmocheap.com website, and on that site you do nothing but put a link to Amazon for Tickle Me Elmo. You do a press release talking about the latest craze of the holiday for Tickle Me Elmo. Your site will get flooded with so much darn traffic, and you will get sales from Amazon from that point all the way to New Year's and beyond, maybe even Easter. And people will be buying not only Tickle Me Elmo, but you'll be getting a sale because you remember Amazon cookies your site. So you'll get cookies from people buying batteries, people buying Christmas tree decorations. You'll have so many sales from Amazon. You'll say, someone, and feel free to do this. You can take that tip right there and turn that into your own course, because that right in itself it's one of those cookies. I just wanted to let you know the power of press release can turn any ordinary internet marketing method that you may know of or tactic into it, and it'll supercharge it. So that right there is a $1,000 tip that you can go and apply right now. That has nothing to do with anything else but press releases in Amazon. You can use this tactic on CPA sites. That's a whole nother ball game. You're talking about teeth whitening, and you tie that into a newsworthy story, and you have a site that's targeted around a CPA offer where you get paid every time somebody enters an email or a zip code. That is jackpot. And it can be used for list building, huge list building. And that's just the top of the iceberg. I just wanted you to know how you can apply this tactic and what you can use it before. To be honest with you, there's no need whatsoever for a list, because the way that we use press releases, you can build massive amounts of backlinks to any page, including e-zine articles and YouTube. It can be for anything, but the list was just to give an example of how to apply it. So why do we need press releases? Why press releases? That's a great question. The reason that press releases work so well for building backlinks automatically and getting traffic and page rank is because they hold their weight and value. They aren't just a crude little article that you threw together or something like that. These are solid pieces of content that you wrote pretty much in order to get the attention of a newsworthy agency or a journalist. So another key factor is that the armies of automated blogs out on the internet, armies of people and underground marketers like ourselves who build these automated blogs, they look up to these press release networks like PR Web and PR Newswire for new, fresh content to use, to post on their sites. And it sucks them off and it posts it on their sites along with your links. So in other words, there's a whole army of automated sites out there and real bloggers who are constantly looking for new press releases and to post on their sites, and real life bloggers looking for news content to post about. So it's important to note that these sites pulling content out from the press release networks aren't low PR, and they aren't always crudy little scrape sites, like we're used to seeing with the article directories and stuff. So while there are like a handful of them out there floating around, there are just there are a lot of PR sites that aggregate and post content from these, and you should remember that when you're getting your articles put into these directories. The bottom line is, if you can write a press release to promote your site, you can get instant laser targeted traffic that will make you a lot of money and will build handfuls of high PR backlinks, which will contribute to your page rank down the road. So when it comes to actually writing the press release, I'm not going to re-say something that's already been explained dozens and dozens of times online. You can come to, let's look at publicityinsider.com/release.asp, and they have a great example of the format that your press release needs to be in. There's just a couple of things that you want to keep in mind with the press release. You want to write in third person. For example, don't use you or I. We're basically just trying to sound like a real news article. Next thing, you don't want to sell anything. Remember that this isn't a promotional article or hyped up sales page, which is kind of counterintuitive, because considering we're trying to get attention and to use this to sell. The idea here is to be subtle, and just deliver the information about what we are, who we are, and what we're doing. Aim for about 400 to 600 words that fills up this area here, or possibly more. Sites like PR Web, they let you use embedded anchor text so link every 100 words. So you'll have some words and then you'll put a link. The link is obviously going to be your keyword. Don't go crazy. Keep in mind that you get more bang for your buck if you can pump it out at around 400 words. Also, don't be trigger shy from hiring somebody to write a good press release for you. If you're an underground market and you have the financial means to do so, outsource the writing. Have somebody do it right, because this is a tool that's going to be around for some time, and it's going to serve you over and over and over again. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Also, how you want to know what you're promoting, how does it fit? Here's an example. This new weight loss program can help struggling overweight families or overweight people finally find a way to lose weight. How does what you're promoting, selling, or offering benefit the end user? You want to include that in the press release, and you want to keep it interesting. You want to make sure that you're writing creatively. You want to sound interesting, and you want to ensure the flow throughout the content. Make it readable and somewhat enjoyable for your audience to read. Now, before we get started writing the actual press release, we're going to want to do some keyword research. And it's not as hard as you think. Basically, what you want to use is use a tool like Keyword Elite, Micro Niche Finder, or like you see on the screen here in front of you, Google AdWords Keyword Tool. And you want to search for words. Your objective is to come up with about 5 to 10 medium to high volume words that have a reasonable amount of competition. So let's say we were looking up a keyword phrase like, let's see here, iPhone. Let's just say iPhone, search. Okay, so you have, you want to look at the list, and let's see. You want to make sure that the match type is set to exact. And then you want to make sure that you're picking words. See, right now it's on broad, so let's put on exact. Now it's on exact. You want to, and then sort by global searches. There you go. And we've got the results. You want to pick a keyword phrase that gets searched a lot. You know, we've gotten great results using keywords that only get 18,000 searches a month. So you can go higher if you want. So let's pick a keyword that gets 49,000 searches and 49,000 plus, and check out the competition. So let's see what we have here. And as you can see here, we have iPhone 4 with 673,000 searches. You know, and you want to check the competition. Preferably, Google has changed their keyword tool, so we like to use micro niche, and I'll show you what that looks like. So here we are inside of micro niche, and I was thinking of ClickBank when we were talking about iPhones, and it got me to think of a hot product that people was looking at is reverse phone lookups. So we're going to base this example off of the reverse phone lookup because it'll be a little harder for you to find an iPhone affiliate program other than CPAs. Let's just say you had a product in ClickBank. This should be better for the example. So we put in the reverse phone lookup, and we see these keywords here that came up, and we're looking for keywords that have pretty much more than 49,000 searches. So we've already sorted by local. Let's sort by global, and let's take a look at this. We'll see that everywhere from this word up, we have reverse phone number lookup, free reverse phone lookup. You know, that appears to be a strong word there. So you would take these words and you would put them on your notepad, and you pick a few of those words, and we'll go to Google. You know, type the keyword phrase in, and perform a search using the quotes to see. So let's just say free reverse phone lookup. Let's take a look at that. We'll copy that, and we'll go over to Google. We'll put it in phrase, parentheses, brackets, I'm sorry, not parentheses, and let's see here. And it says, oh, I put the wrong one. I'm thinking still exact match. Let's put these in quotes. Now let's look it up. 3 million results, and you want to do that for all the keywords that you found on there. Analyze the keywords. You'll see that some of them, I believe it's let's see which one has it. Phone number reverse lookup appears to have 79,000 competing pages in the results. This would be a good keyword to put as the first word in our title for the press release. You want to pick a keyword that obviously has less than 80,000 competing pages when you put it in in quotations, and it has more than 49,000 searches. You can go a little lower, but the idea is to get a really high-powered, high-ranking, high-traffic word. The idea is to use a high-volume keyword first in our title, you know, so that when the press release is distributed and sent out, it will get all of this traffic immediately, convert into sales for you, and this will quickly earn back the cost of the press release, and it'll give you a small profit as well initially. So next you want to go and you want to find your sub-money keywords. From here out, these are called sub-primary words. What you're looking for is slightly lower volume words and much lower competition words to target, and these are going to be the keywords we'll be doing SEO for. So you want to target a handful of keywords to link back to your money site, and then you'll go to the you get those into the content for the press release. If you're using Micro Niche Finder, like I said, all you have to do is look at the words, find the lower traffic words down here that get less traffic. Let's see, reverse phone lookup, USA 1900 local. And then, you can click the little button here, get SOC, and it'll tell you the strength of competition, and you'll instantly have the ability to know if you see a green light, you know that it means it's a go, that the keyword gets very little. You have a very strong chance of ranking for. If it's a yellow, that means it's going to be kind of hard. It's a caution sign. If it's red, it's going to be very difficult to near impossible to rank for. So basically, you just want to nail down 4 to 5 low to medium volume search keywords. I know you already know how to do keyword research, so I'm not going to dally on that too long. You probably have your own technique and your own tool, but you want to do that. The lower the better. Like I said, using Micro Niche Finder, it makes it extremely easy. But even if you don't have the software and you can't afford it, you simply find a handful of keywords in the Google's keyword tool and then type one by one into Google with quotes to see what the real competition is. So now let's talk about how you're going to put these words into your press release. So let's take a look at this press release here as our sample press release for the example of showing you how to structure your keywords. If this was your press release, you want to have your main keyword, your money-making keyword phrase, is the first thing in the title right here, the main title. This is where your main. Let me just highlight this for you. This is where your first keyword in the title, and it just helps back earn the money and the cost of the press release by getting you indexed very quickly and getting you some profit. Then what you're going to have here is your first paragraph. And in your first paragraph, you're going to have that same, your keyword 1 right here towards the end of that top paragraph. Then in paragraph 2, the same thing, except we're going to have keyword 2 here, and paragraph 3, you're going to have keyword 3 here, and paragraph 4 here, and paragraph 5, we're going to have the keyword 5 here towards the back or towards the middle. That's how you set it up. The only important thing to really remember is that where your keywords go. The exact place of the keyword isn't very important. You just want to make sure that they're spaced out every 100 words or so and fit them in as naturally as possible to the actual text. That's what's important. You want one keyword, just one, and link back to your money site, an article, YouTube video, or blog post or whatever per paragraph. Per paragraph. That's the best way you do it, and that's how the underground marketers are using it. You can literally stuff 5 superpower links into each of these releases, even more possibly, but I would pretty much stick to 5. And this is great for building fast backlinks to your articles, your videos, and etc., all while simultaneously building high PR backlinks to your main money site. And that is just money in the bank. Don't use grammatically incorrect keywords that don't fit in. Don't try to stuff them in. Most likely, this will get your release denied by the human editors at places like PRWeb. So, for example, a big no-no would be something like if you did like the best a free reverse phone directory in US has never been easier to this thanks to it. Just doesn't make sense. You want your press release to flow. As for the writing style of the press release and picking out a headline, you pretty much want to write a press release from the sense that whatever it is, even if it's an affiliate product or a service that you're offering, you want to write it from the standpoint that you're launching your own product. So, for example, if you've seen like the Rocket Spanish course in ClickBank, you want to say, learning Spanish has never been easier thanks to revolutionary new course. Something like that. That's how you want to write the headline and the angle you want to come from. So here we are at PRWeb.com. Like I said earlier, I recommend solely using PRWeb since it's the easiest to gauge how they perform. They'll give you an insanely detailed dashboard when you get signed up with them, and they'll show you all kinds of stuff and stats, how many reads, where your traffic sources are coming from in the country, interactions, impressions. They'll give you everything as one simple dashboard. PRWeb is pretty pricey up front, and if you're a serious player, you'll understand that this is just a stepping stone to serious traffic. But you will make your money back if you're in a niche that has enough search volume and you're offering a product or service that converts very well. So the way that you can handle this is pretty much if you don't have your own product, you can go in ClickBank. And I know you know how to go in ClickBank and choose a product that has a high gravity, so I'm not even going to waste your time to show you that. If you don't know, go into ClickBank and pretty much sort by something called gravity and pick some products that are near the top, and those seem to be converting better than others. But the reason we deliberately set out and see if when we started, we wanted to see if the SEO plan would actually have any impact, have a difference. Now, we've tested all 3 of these that you see here on the screen: the standard, the SEO, and the media. We didn't find too much difference in the results from the media and the SEO, and the most popular by far, as they show you here, is the SEO. So that's what I recommend. we wound up making our money back plus $400, and we got a ton of backlinks in the process. And this is what if you're going to take this seriously, as a way to build massive amounts of backlinks and traffic, you really need to purchase the $200 option. And when you get here, it'll show you the difference in the plans here between the $200 versus the standard and the media package. So you want to come here and click Get Started. I personally only use the SEO visibility package. I've tried the media visibility package, like I said, and gotten some tremendous result. But the SEO visibility package is the one that I recommend for anyone who is following this course and looking to get results. So this will allow you to SEO optimize your release and get backlink juice and traffic that will earn you an enormous amount of upfront benefits in cash and links and just overall power of the page rank that your site will be building. So you want to go to PR Web and just sign up for the free account, and then you want to purchase your release. All these steps are extremely self-explanatory once you sign up and your site is ready to go. It has a step-by-step widget and it'll take you through every little step in the system. They'll let you pay via PayPal or credit card for your release, and it'll deposit into your account. And from there, you'll submit your press release in their wizard, and you'll simply be waiting for approval. Something to keep in mind is, if you want to send your press release out and you want to make it hit on a certain day, I would submit it at least 24 hours in advance, because they have human moderators who will approve their releases. And if they get rejected, you'll have to edit them and resubmit them, which can cause you to miss your deadline. So it's always a good thing to do it 24 hours ahead of time and set the date that you want to release it on. Now, once your release has been approved and scheduled, it will go out whenever you like. My best results from what we've seen are Tuesdays, usually at 10 a.m., Wednesdays at 1 p.m., and Mondays at 9 to 10 a.m. Now, we mostly pick these times at random, but also we've read enough to know that to avoid Fridays, weekends, since fewer people, real people like journalists and reporters, are paying attention to the releases on those days. And we're trying to get picked up by journalists and newspapers. That's a secondary option. You're not setting out to try to catch their attention, but it'll sure be nice to have them pick you up and make you a lot of money. Are they necessary? No, they're not. So, but it is worth your time it is worth it to just time your release and make sure it goes out when the people are watching out for it and actually online looking for it. So that's basically it. You want to rinse and repeat. Once you figured out exactly how this works and why it works, you can start to do this monthly, weekly, or even daily, and to start raking in some serious money and serious page rank with backlinks. Don't overlook the simplicity of the system. There are guys who will buy this SEO package and they'll do it 4 times a week, and they'll be building insane backlinks, building insane amounts of traffic, and insane amounts of surges of floods of sales to their ClickBank accounts. And these are the ones you see posting the ClickBank sales results of enormous amounts on new sites. And they'll spend $200 every time, knowing that they'll do it 4 times a week, spend $800, knowing they're going to make $3,600 that week. This is what the underground traffic blueprint gurus and anti-gurus, I should say, are doing to give their sites the advantage. It's a rinse and repeat type of cycle, and this is the surefire way to go from zero, absolutely nothing, and enter a niche marketing, enter a particular niche and dominate instantly. Or AdSense publishing, if you want to send that through the roof really quickly, here's your way. Affiliate marketing or any other money-making method online, this is all you have to do. All you have to do is tweak your press release until they're profitable, or at least break even. Remember, even if you break even, you got yourself a set of 100% free high page rank backlinks that are pointing back and bringing in traffic. This is the ultimate no-brainer system. Very simple, too simple. So simple, many of you won't even try it. But those of you who do will be very pleased, and you'll leverage the heck out of it. So let's go on to our next phase, phase 3.